You've no doubt heard by now about this guy, the Liver King, being caught out for lying about being natural, when in fact he's taking a ton of steroids to build his body and his brand. And he's recently confessed and given an apology about this. However, the Liver King is not sorry because he's lying. He's sorry because he got caught. And this brings us to two types of sins that I see in the fitness space, and one of which is not being adequately addressed. The first type of sin is a sin of commission. And these are the things that a person does which are wrong. And then there are the sins of omission, which are the things that a person fails to do. And if somebody asks a direct question of an influencer or a celebrity who has an unnaturally insane looking physique, whether they're taking drugs or PEDs, and they lie and say no, that's clearly wrong, as we found out. However, if somebody's asked the question of what they did to build their insanely good body, and all they say is that it was due to their super diet and training program, or worse yet, their supplements that they're taking, that's also wrong and misleading people. Influencers and celebrities want to look huge and shredded and decide to take drugs to do it. That's fine and that's their choice, but tell the whole truth. And in response to that, you'll often hear them saying, oh, but I don't want to disclose that information and encourage steroid use. Okay, but if that's your concern, then maybe you shouldn't be selling fitness programs to the masses that just say that diet and exercise like I do to look like me. Oh, and then there's the follow-up excuse that people should know better. No, it's a cop-out answer, and it assumes that someone who is less experienced or engrossed in the science of getting in shape is going to have as much knowledge as someone who is more experienced and more engrossed in it. I was once a teenage boy starting out who took a protein powder that a pro bodybuilder was advertising that said it would make me look jacked and huge and ripped like the advertisement said it would, just like many others did and still do. And it's not just the guys either. There's plenty of female influencers who are misleading their audiences about what they do to look the way they do, and they need to come clean. No pun intended. If you who are watching this follow a fitness influencer or whoever else with a ridiculously built and ripped physique, and that person dodges the question about steroids, you can be safe to assume that they're taking them. And if you're scrolling through Instagram and you see that almost every fitness influencer has an insane physique, you're right. Just realize though that it's availability bias, and you're probably best taking a walk down to your local shopping mall. Question everything, and if you think it's too good to be true, it probably is.